We can see an even smaller symmetrical triangle pattern has played out. And as expected, because it started from an uptrend, it ended in an uptrend, saw that retest of structure resistance, and has dropped back down on the 4-hour time frame. How's it going, everyone? Today is November 2nd, and Bitcoin has formed a new high for 2023, rejecting this structure resistance that has called every high for 2023 so far. Keep in mind, though, after each of these touches, this has resulted in a touch of the support as well. And with that in mind, will Bitcoin finally break to the upside, or are we going to crash all the way back down? Let's find out in this video. Thanks so much for joining us in today's Bitcoin video. My name is Jake with Trade Confident, here to bring you your daily crypto insight. This is going to be a very crucial video, so stay tuned. And if you enjoy it, please be sure to like and subscribe for more crypto content, education, and analysis. Now, if you are new with us, welcome to the channel. We look forward to trading with you. In the links in the description of the video you're watching right now, you're going to want to scroll down and click more. You're going to find our membership here. We have actually won now 83 wins with 0 losses in our trade calls. We provide daily crypto metrics, which I'll show you in just a minute. And we have a brand new future forecast $1 million profit account challenge, members only video posting tomorrow. Do not miss out on that. Snag the membership at the first link, access our indicators for 60% off at the second link, and join our free Telegram channel at the third link. Heading over to the tradeconfident.io website, you heard me right. I said 83 wins, 0 losses so far. We got 3 wins in the last 24 hours. The first trade won last night was the Cardano trade called out on August 4th. This was a 4% take profit. Congrats to anyone that was in the ADA trade. Next up was the ApeCoin trade called out yesterday, November 1st, for a 6% trade win, bringing us to 82 wins, 0 losses. And the third was the Dogecoin trade called out yesterday as well, November 1st, for another 6% trade win. Now you'll notice the first trade was 4%, the last two were 6%. As we go into the bull market, we're going to be taking larger and larger profit trades. So while 4% trade wins was a lot, it was a lot of profit over roughly, I think it was 79 wins before we switched over. All the following trades will be even more. Currently we're taking 6% profit trades, but again, moving forward, that number will just grow larger. With that, we're on the tradeconfident.io website. We're going to take you down to the Bitcoin metrics, and the first metric you're going to take a look at is the Bitcoin Emotional Index. Even with the slightest drop in price, the Bitcoin Emotional Index actually fell into neutral territory for just a second before popping back up into excited. Typically, this is actually going to be bullish. The lower you are on this chart, the more bullish we are. And due to the fact that this move down was really small, this tells me that we actually have more room to move up again. This is very exciting to see and actually could be a more bullish reading. Keep in mind though, historically, greedy and excited readings have been more bearish, so there is still the possibility of a drop, but it may actually be a little bit more short-lived than it would have been if we had stuck into greedy. Next up, I want to take you to the Bitcoin Volatility Breakout Detector. You need to be paying attention to this because Bitcoin just dropped into its breakout zone. Whenever we drop into the breakout zone, here, and here, even back here, this is where you're seeing major moves in the market. You cannot ignore this sign. In fact, the last time it happened actually called the massive pump that brought us to where we're at today. You cannot ignore this metric. There are big moves incoming. And to determine the direction of the move, we have to pay attention to what whale money is doing. The whale smart money metric will show you what whales are likely to do in the near future. And despite a price drop, it looks like whales actually have a stronger short trade sentiment. Now, it's not until we reach around the negative 800 range, as we did back here and saw a move down, that we're really looking for drops. So keep an eye out for that. If short trades increase, this will likely result in moves down further. Next, I want to take you down to the Bitcoin whale money flow relative to price chart. Now, as whales continued moving money out of the market, the price of Bitcoin actually rose. This shows bearish divergence and typically results in moves down. As that happened, though, we did see a spike that resulted in a smaller move up and a drop in whale money flow that saw a drop in the price as well. Now, this metric shows what whales are actively doing right now. If whale money continues dropping out of the market, we can expect the price to drop. If whale money bounces back up, we can expect the price to jump up as well. So keep a very, very close eye on the Bitcoin whale money flow relative to price chart. Next, I want to take you down to the Bitcoin major support and resistance levels. we have our first major structure support at $31,862. We do not currently have structure resistance. We are in uncharted territory for 2023 so far. So we'll have to look at much farther back data in order to determine the next support and resistance structures. I'll show you that on the live chart, so stay tuned. And with that, I want to take you down to the Bitcoin trade signals chart. Now, we received a strong sell signal. This gave a little bit of a drop, but it appears this may actually result in a short squeeze, just as it did up here. Sometimes bearish signals must be invalidated in order for the bull market to start. If whales continue pushing money into the market, we have major structure resistance right about this level. If they push above that, that's going to cause another short squeeze and rocket the price upwards. From what I've noticed in past history, this mostly happens on strong sell signals, so that's why this strong sell signal has me a little wary. Now, if you trade Bitcoin, it is essential that you pay attention to all these metrics, and if you trade any other coin, we actually offer 20 coins worth of metrics on our website. Members get access to all of this, plus the future forecast videos. We have a video coming out tomorrow. The last one was released October 31st. Don't miss out on the next one. There'll be an announcement on that soon on the free Telegram channel. You can access our trade setups. Once again, 83 wins, 0 losses in 2023 so far. Very, very excited about that. Plus many more benefits with the membership at the links in the description down below. Just go ahead and scroll down, click more. The membership is the first link. Click that. It'll bring you to our membership page. You can join our full access membership for $59 a month, but keep in mind this is a limited time special. Lock in your membership prices now because price increases are coming. Future forecasts, trade setups, live Zoom coaching every single month, access to all metrics, and $450 off members-only indicator coupon codes. Morning Brew overview, trade signals, and many more benefits if you just click subscribe now, follow the prompts, and we're so excited to trade with you soon. Heading into the live charts, we're trading with Bitcoin USD on the 1 week time frame using the TC top and bottom finder, price versus well money flow, and trades in favor indicators. Now we're looking at what's called a rising wedge pattern. Most often this will actually break bearish, but once again, in order for the bull market to start, bearish signals need to be invalidated. This resistance line has called every single top in 2023 so far. We have our first touch here, second touch here. We did get a little bit higher of a top, but it got pretty close. I'm going to call that a near test of the resistance. And then it just called it last night. 2 of these 4 tests have sell signals as well, which called perfectly the drop afterwards. Keep in mind, each of the previous touches has resulted in a drop to structure support. And at the same time, I want to point out that these resistance and support lines are actually converging and will touch at some point, showing diminishing volatility in the market. Before we drop all the way down to structure support here, roughly around, we're going to call that about 28,500. We have to keep in mind, we actually have another structure support we need to pay attention to. And that is this line right here. This is actually a much more obvious rising wedge pattern that we ended up breaking out of a bullish breakout just a couple of weeks ago. Heading into a lower time frame to really see what it looks like, we can see an even smaller symmetrical triangle pattern has played out, and as expected, because it started from an uptrend, it ended in an uptrend, saw that retest of structure resistance, and has dropped back down on the 4-hour time frame to retest this structure now support but previous resistance on the symmetrical triangle pattern. Now, because we are so close to the apex of this triangle, it's very possible we could actually break to the downside once again to retest that massive rising wedge pattern. This would bring us to a value of about $33,100, as I've talked about recently. There's also a possibility of a bounce back to the upside. Most often after you get a break, you're going to retest it before you see any actual big moves. So this could signal a move back up to 36,000, possibly creating a new high for 2023, just barely, but a new high, or even a breakout to the upside of Bitcoin. If we break that resistance, that is going to be a major move. I'm going to head back to the 1-day time frame and kind of zoom out a little bit. But as you can see way back here, the next structure resistance doesn't actually happen until about $37,000. Now, I do want to throw in price versus while money flow is high. Trades in favor has dropped significantly with a 54% chance of a continued drop. Overall, this feels kind of neutral for me. Whale money is moving like crazy and still has potential to continue moving up. We're only around the 75 mark, and this indicator actually goes as high as 100, so we do actually still have space to move up. If whale money continues up, $37,161 is my target. If the price drops through, my structure support is going to be right here, right around $33,000 to $33,100. Before we reach the $37,000 mark, we do have to retest structure resistance here. But as we test structure resistance, just watch for whale money. If price versus whale money flow shows whale money still flowing into the market, that's almost a surefire sign of a break. Now, on the weekly time frame, this is going to be really important. We need to pay attention to sell signals. Sell signals called just about every single major top in Bitcoin. Even way back here, it called the absolute top. It called the top before that. Pay attention to the price versus whale money flow. Pay attention to the TC top and bottom finder on the 1 week time frame. And if you don't want to miss a beat, you can actually set alerts for your TC top and bottom finder to make sure you don't miss it, even if you're away from the computer. Go to this clock icon here, click create alert, make sure you're on the 1 week time frame looking at Bitcoin, and then select TC top and bottom finder. Select sell, and then once per bar close and name it. I'm calling it Bitcoin 1 week sell, click create, and then you're going to want to do it again. Hit the plus sign, set it to TC top and bottom finder. This time you're going to select strong sell, once per bar close, and then type in the name, Bitcoin 1 week strong sell, click create. And now you're automatically going to get an alert as soon as on the 1 week time frame, we get a sell or strong sell signal. That, in my opinion, is going to be the absolute top. That, no matter what other indicators say on the 1 week time frame, has very consistently, almost 100% accuracy on the 1 week, called moves down. So we need to pay very, very close attention to that, and that's what you should be paying attention to as well. Whale money flow is the second most important. As long as whale money is moving into the market, especially on the 1 week time frame, we should see breaks to the upside. That's where we're more likely to see a drop in the price of Bitcoin. Pay extremely close attention to these indicators. Let me show you how to snag them for $550 off right now. Crazy deal. Check it out. Once again, links are in the description below. Go ahead and scroll down, click more, and the indicators are going to be the second link. Click that. It'll bring you to the Pro Indicator page. Scroll down here to the Pro Indicator pack. Members get an automatic $150 off just as a thank you for being a member. Now, it's actually significantly cheaper to purchase with a membership than it is without one, so be sure to snag a membership, take advantage of those money-making benefits, access the coupon code at this link, and then click Pro Indicator Pack. Scroll down and click I want this, throw in that coupon code, and fill in your information. Click Pay, and it's going to offer you the TC Top and Bottom Finder for $400 off, giving you that full $550 discount. Don't miss out. Go ahead and click add to cart, follow the prompts, and we're so excited to trade with you soon. With that, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. Trade safe, trade confident, and I will see you when those sell signals post.